barang tu produce 200. So 200 is the selling price or cost price? When you read the sentence like that, selling price lah. They never tell you the cost price. Right? You ask any company, you ask what is the harga? That is the selling price, not the cost price. The cost of raw material and labor is 30 ringgit and 15 ringgit respectively per unit. So that means the raw material is 30, the labor cost is 15, price per unit, cost price per unit. Fixed cost is 100,000. So you are asked to find the function for profit. The word function means what? Function means equation. Faham tak? Bukan cari nilai tau. Many students don't understand this question. Yeah? Kalau the question say find function, function refers to equation, bukan value. Alright? If you look at the second question, what is the profit? Then this is the value lah. So here you are asked to find the function of profit. And you know the function of profit is revenue minus cost. Only thing, now the revenue must be in the form of P and Q. How many Q lah? Tapi P given already. That means the profit function is in terms of how many quantity. Yeah? So here what you do, we start, because we need to find the function of profit. Profit is revenue minus cost. You need to find what is revenue, you need to find what is cost. So I start with the cost first. And to find the cost, the fixed cost already given. So I need to find the variable cost first. So I told you just now variable cost is P times Q. But in this case, the variable cost, there are two things. One is the raw material, the second is the labor. So you have P times Q lah. So labor, raw material 30, so P is the cost per unit times Q, P times Q lah. Plus labor 15 times Q, so total berapa? 45Q. So that means the variable cost is 45Q. And then the total cost now will become variable cost plus fixed cost. So variable cost comes from here, 45Q, 100,000 comes from here. So siap. So total cost we know already. Then we find the total revenue. What is total revenue? P times Q also. Tapi P is the selling price per unit. So selling price per unit is 200. Quantity Q. Q berapa we don't know. We are talking about 1 unit now. Times Q. So 200Q. So from here, the profit will be revenue minus cost. So revenue we already know is 200Q minus cost is 45. This one put bracket tau. If you don't put bracket, then this one will be mistake. You will become positive here. No? So better put the bracket. So 200 minus 45 is 155Q minus 100,000. So this is the profit function. The profit function is an equation in the form of how many Q there. So in this case is 155Q. So in other words, if that company produce 100 units, so you put 100 here, substitute 100, you get the profit. So if let's say the factory produces 10 units, how much is the profit? Kalau 10 unit, masuk 10 here, you get 1550. 1550 minus 100,000, profit or loss? Loss lah. Kalau Kelang only produce 10 units, sure loss. Then the Kelang must produce maybe 100 units. Kalau 100 units, how much? 15,000 already. Profit or loss? Loss. 100 units rugi. Maybe produce 1,000 units, macam mana? Kalau 1,000 times 155 is 155,000. 155,000 profit or not? Profit lah. So they must produce a lot lah. Tapi produce a lot, nobody buy how? Also another problem. Betul tak? That's why when you become manager of a factory next time, you need to know this. You need to know what is your break-even point. That one will come to that. So if 10,000 units sold, ganti 10,000, then you get 155 and 10,000, Your answer is 1.45 million. In reality, you cannot produce 10,000 because there's no demand. The factory will only produce 10,000 when it receives order only for 10,000. Faham tak? Okay? So when you do costing ke apa, there's a break-even point you must know.